We're going to Chester, and I'm going in this car here, the BMW 530e. Let's go along, join us for the ride. We need to go.
Let's go.
Let's go. One thing I will say about this car, I've been driving it for a few days, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown of my initial thoughts. I didn't like the steering at first. Very light steering. You could literally turn it with one finger. But as time's gone on, started to like it. But there's one feature of this car which I love, and I wish my car that I'm getting back, check out the videos on that, because that's my BMW M5 getting a brand new engine. That's a story in itself. There's more content coming up on that, I can assure you. I've got content of the engine going in and everything. But yeah, I wish my car, when I get it back, had that this facility that I will tell you about on this car. But it's very basic inside. You know, I like the carbon trim, I like the new lighting. I'm not a lover of this finish. This is a bit cheap for BMW, but obviously this is just the finish of this car. You know my thoughts on this stuff, Mrs. Seasons. Piano black is a nightmare to keep clean, and this is no exception. Very difficult to keep clean. But let's get going first. Let's do a bit of driving, and then let's get back to some of the finer things about the car. Right, Mrs. Seasons, your job is to take some footage. Well, oh, I haven't put the postcode in where we're going. We're going to Chester. We're going to Chester, by the way. That's another video, because obviously I'm mixing up the videos. Right, we're going to Chester. Need the postcode. Right, so first job on this is to get the navigation. Pop the postcode in. CH1. Start route guidance, like the touchscreen. That's one thing I do like about BMW, is they do like a good touchscreen. Mercedes don't, you know. I don't know whether they've changed that, but Mercedes don't allow. Oh my God, long delays expected. That's not what we want. Oh no, guys, it's saying long delays on the A1. We're going to go west. We're going to Carlisle. What we're going to do is go the most scenic route, because hey, we're in a nice new car. Why not? Very quiet. Yeah, you've got the quietness when you start off, because it's a hybrid engine. You've got the electric assistance when you start pulling away, and then the engine fires up. Haven't got the full electric package at the moment, because the garage loaned me the car. They've put the lead in the back, but I haven't got a power unit at home to charge it with. So that's one thing, and I don't think they've set the electric away on the car yet. So yeah, we're just using petrol. It's a 2-litre engine. It's the 530e, so I think it's got a bit more oomph. About 295 brake horsepower from my memory. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it's about 295 horsepower, this car, which is decent. Not compared to my M5, obviously, which has 610. So I've got less than half the power, apparently. But yeah, powerful enough, I think, but we'll find out. Let's give it a bit of a, yeah, it's got a good bit of oomph. I find it a little bit fiddly when you change through from the electric to the petrol engine. It can be a little bit hit and miss. You might sort of get a bit of a jerky motion, so that's a little bit annoying. That's one thing I have picked up on this car. We're on a lay-by on the A69. We're going to find out. We were just checking to make sure we've got all our luggage on this trip, but yeah, we're going to find out how fast this is, because I'm going to do a standing start onto a busy road. Let's see when there's a gap in the traffic, which I can't see behind me at the moment. Let's see how good she is. I'm going to start indicating. We're in drive. We are ready. Here we go. And we're off. Foot to the floor. Very revvy. And there's 60. What's that? About 5-6 seconds. Hey, not bad. But I do drive an M5, so you know, I'm comparing it. It's like chalk and cheese. Enough power, a little bit revvy. You can hear the engine really revvy. That's a petrol 2-litre engine working hard. You've got that electric at the start, which you get this little bit of a gap, and then the engine kicks in. But yeah, a little bit leggy, but okay, pretty good. Passed the power check, and you've got enough power to do what you need to do. Now, I'm a BMW lover, as you will know, but I am finding it a struggle to navigate around the system. When you go from one BMW to another BMW, it's supposed to be a seamless transition, but this one, I am finding quite troublesome. They're being clever with these touchpads, these very sort of quirky touchy button things. They're not buttons, they're like screens, which is all great, but very fiddly to find your way around. And when I want to switch this alarm off, look at it. Where the hell do I go? I am faced with like what looks like a massive iPad. Not sure if I'm loving that at the moment. Very, very cumbersome. The only thing I will say about the speed warning is it does make you drive slower. Like, it's going off there, I'm doing 72. I won't get done for speeding at 72, but it gives you a mental, like, alarm bell to say, take your foot just a bit off the gas. Take it off, Mr. Seasons, because you're going to get a ticket. So actually, maybe it is a good thing to keep on. You end up driving that little bit slower. That's got to be good.
It's braking, isn't it?
Some stupid drivers, honestly. Look at the state of his car. The bumper. What a mess. Yeah, there's some really bad drivers at the moment, I'm finding. I don't know, put that in the comments, guys. Lots of bad driving going on. So to talk about the thing that I was going to say is probably my favourite feature of this car. I think it's right in calling it adaptive drive. BMW offer this add-on called adaptive drive. I don't know if it's an add-on or whether it's just all the new BMWs. But what happens is you're driving along and then I take my foot off the gas. I don't have to do anything, it's just braking. The car's braking for me. It's keeping its distance. Yes, I can put my foot back on the gas, but it seems to evaluate the road and know when to brake. If I was coming to a junction, if I indicated to go to a junction, I take my foot off the gas, it automatically just starts braking the car. Now at first it can be quite disconcerting, but when you get used to it, it's actually quite nice. Quite enjoy it that you don't have to brake. I can go on journeys in this car now. Literally, I don't have to touch the brakes because it brakes automatically. Unbelievable. Now I wish my M5, when I get it back, I wish it had that. That's the one feature that I found on this car. Like here, foot off the gas, it's just braking. It's braking for me. Easy peasy. Then foot back on the gas. Wearing my Crocs there, guys, sorry about that. It's a bit of a comfort thing when I'm on a long journey. Nice pair of Crocs. Does anybody else drive with Crocs on? Or is that just me? Are you filming that? One thing, guys, I've noticed about this satellite system, not very clear. We've got, I was looking for the distance to the next junction. We've got this vast space with very little information. That's very small to read, for sure. And then how far is it to the next junction? And then I noticed it's on here. 4.2 miles to the roundabout. Why is it not on here? There's a few things, a few little crevices appearing, a few little cracks in the BMW department here. Very cumbersome unit to navigate, difficult navigation system, and very dangerous. The cruise control, it doesn't have adaptive cruise, this particular car, but it does have the limiter, which you have to press mode to switch between limit and cruise. And then when I tried to overtake a tractor earlier on, I really struggled to switch it off, and I got nearly caught out overtaking a vehicle because the limiter kicked in. That could have been dangerous. Not easy to switch things on and off on the steering wheel, difficult to navigate. We're getting a few little cracks, BMW. Have to laugh though, don't you guys? Me and Mrs. Seasons don't go away very often. I thought I'll take Mrs. Seasons to a nice romantic weekend towards Chester and Wales. The sun's been out, it's been glorious since we got back from China a couple of weeks ago. The one day we come out, it is absolutely lashing it down. What a miserable looking day. It's just sod's law though, isn't it, guys? Isn't it sod's law? One thing I will say about this car is the cabin is exceptionally quiet. It's a quiet runner. Not a lot of road noise. If you listen now, you can almost hear a pin drop. Very quiet. Seating wise, you've got the M5 stitching, which is quite a nice little finishing touch on this particular model, and I quite like the seats. They've got enough support, quite comfy, I have to say. And I'm a tall gentleman, a finer gentleman, as you know, 6'5", strapping fellow. And here I am sitting rather comfortably. Yes, it doesn't have my M5 massage seats, but you can't have it all, guys. You can't have it all. Something that you might find is the visibility can be a little bit restrictive. You've got a low sloping roof at the front. I mean, you've plenty of head height in the cabin, but it does slope down and you've got a very restrictive view. And the back window is so far behind. Good luck finding that. But yeah, the view is not phenomenal. Isn't this just typical British weather? From Chester, I am feeling it now. We haven't stopped. We've been driving for three and a bit hours. Feeling the pace now. My back is in bits. We're nearly there. We've got apparently 16 minutes of driving and we're going to be at our destination in Chester. Please do again check that video out because I'll be showing you the Airbnb. A summary of the car. It's a good car. It's a BMW. It drives well. It drives nice and true. Power-wise is maybe enough for most people, but not for people who really want something a bit more savage. I found the engine a little bit hairdryer sounding, if that makes sense for you car enthusiasts. But overall, it's been a comfortable ride. I'm feeling it now, but I mean 3 hours in a car is quite a long time for a tall guy like me, so that's quite good. A couple of the other gadgets I didn't point out on the journey are wireless charging. You've got 2 places there for wireless charging. That's a nice bit of kit, nice bit of chestnut. You've got not many storage for cups. You've only got the 2 here, and normally BMW have an abundance, but actually we're quite short down the side here, not much space down this side compartment, very tight. That's just another observation. The adaptive drive is very useful as you are bounding around in traffic. It slows you down nicely, but it can also cause you a little bit of annoyance. So yeah, it's a great thing in the slower traffic, but when you're in the faster traffic, you don't want to be taking your foot off the gas and then the car decides it just really wants to slow down. So I'm getting on with it and I'm not getting on with it. BMW drivers, pop it in the comments. Do you like the adaptive drive? I have a love-hate relationship with it. Another observation. So when we arrive at the destination, I'm going to give you my final summary. I'll show you around the car. I don't know if I like the looks of this car. I'll let you be the decider when we get to our destination. It's worn on me. People who are into estate cars apparently love this. I have a love-hate relationship again with that. I could live with it, but do I love it? It's got some strange angles to it. But yeah, have a look at that when we pull up and I'll score it out of 5. We've arrived at Chester, driven the car 3.5 hours. We didn't have to get out really, we kind of drove the whole time without taking a break. I'm feeling it in my back, but I am a tall bloke. My summary of the car is a very good estate car. Plenty of room in the boot, by the way. I'll quickly show you that. The looks of it, I think the looks is I'm getting used to the looks. The wheels, I wasn't really feeling the vibes, but now I think I quite like them. Very futuristic. And the shape of it, the colour, I like this sort of brown champagne silvery colour. and the shape of it in general. I'm warming to it. But yeah, the boot, space in the boot. We've got a case in here. We've got our bags. We've got plenty of storage. It's not the biggest boot in the world. Get back there. We've got a fan. Ignore the fan. Got a suitcase, Crocs, of course, bag, a few bits and bobs. You've got quite a good amount of space. Not mind blowing. It's quite a low roof, so the space in the back is quite tight. But generally speaking, nice car. I'm going to score it. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's a quick video, a quick review of the car, the 530e BMW. I'm going to score it 4 out of 5, which is a good score. 4 out of 5. It's only losing a point because I don't think it's very economical. The petrol engine, 31.7 miles to the gallon. That's what it's averaging. I don't think that's that good. The electric cut-in hybrid thing is very fiddly. The adaptive drive is quite annoying. Maybe you can switch that off. I haven't looked into it. But generally speaking, a good car, a solid score, 4 out of 5. If you're after an estate car, definitely want to consider, but I think this will set you back about, I think this sort of spec on this car doesn't have adaptive cruise, sorry. It doesn't have heads-up display. It doesn't have all the gadgets, massage chairs, that malarkey. But I think it'll set you back about 46 to 50 grand. I'll check and I'll put the figure on the screen. But yeah, 46, 50 grand is quite an expensive luxury estate car, but it's nice. Hey, 4 out of 5. We're done. We've finished the review. I'm done. My back's. I need to go. You check out the next video, which is our review of the Airbnb apartment.